So in the previous part, we were done with the examples, and now we are going to create a mini project where we are going to simple coin collector game where the player can pick up coins, gain score, and move around. So let's create the scene for that, and we'll call it lesson 2 project. And let's set the background to be, and we are going to need the player movement script and then the coin script and also the score manager script. So let's create player movement, and then we have the coin. Finally, our score manager script. So coin. So let's start creating the scripts first, and then we'll see how we are going to connect those. So inside the projects, we have the coin. Let's add the player movement. It's going to be the simplest. Namespace lesson 1. Why is it remembering the lesson 2 slash project? Inside our player movement script, we are just going to get the movement. So let's create a serialized field, private float move speed, and we are just directly going to move using the transform.translate, so it doesn't get much complicated. And we'll do it inside the fix update. So inside our fixed update, do we need to do inside the fixed update? No. Update, then we'll get not if float move x y, and this is going to wait. And after that, we are going to have our coin script. So again, we'll need to provide the namespace listen to project. And in our coin, it is going to increase the of the score. So I will do is collected void on trigger. So if we are going to collect with the player, then we are going to add the score, which is the value. We'll rename it to coin value so it doesn't get confused. And we'll also make it a serialized field and have it. So again, the changes I'm doing is with respect to the text which is on the website, and some of the methods or maybe some of the code may be wrong, so that's why I am changing it here depending on how I do it. So we have the coin. Now we need the score manager. So let's attach the namespace. And after attaching the namespace, we need to create the method and the name. So score manager dot instance, so public static score manager instance, and the add score, it is showing the score. So what were the requirements of our game? So when we reach 100 points, it is going to finish the game. So do we need to update the score, or debug.log will be fine? Let's update the score. So we are going to need a score text also. So let's create a serialize field. Before that, we are also going to get the max score to 100, and serialize field. We are going to have score text. And inside our start, we'll set the score to 0 and debug.log, and we'll also update the score text. And similarly, inside our add score and max score reached, we'll also update our score text.text to be equal to max score reached. And that should be it for the project. It does not contain a definite text. Score text. Okay. And TMP text is going to auto add the TM Pro. Did I change? No. Score text is equals to score string. Similarly, RLS score to string, no more errors, make read only. Private int max score. Reorder operands for better performance. Let's see what it is going to reorder. Okay. As so that's it for the scripts for our project. Now let's go inside Unity and let's see how we are going to test the scripts. So first we are going to need our player. Next we are going to need score manager and also a coin, which is going to be a trigger. The player is going to have a tag of player and also a UI to view the score. So we'll position it from the top, -64. Let's have it 0. Let's attach the score manager here. It is a script. Similarly, for the coin, we'll create a sprite renderer, which is going to be a circle. And we'll make it yellow color so it looks like coin, and we'll attach the coin script here. But to detect collision, it needs to have a circle collider 2D, which is going to be a trigger, as we have used on trigger enter 2D. And the collision is going to be detected on the player, and we are going to need hmm, first our sprite render. So our player has the sprite, and we'll make it blue color. And let's change our coin size to 0.4, 1.5, and we'll position it randomly somewhere. And let's position our player at -5. Yes, so negative. So our player has a sprite renderer. Next, we are going to need a box collider 2D and rigid body 2D. And our rigid body 2D will set the gravity scale to 0 so it doesn't move anywhere. And for the constraints, we are going to freeze the Z rotation and nothing else. So now it can detect the collision. So we'll add our player movement script so we can move around. Let's increase the movement to 10 and let's duplicate our coin multiple times. So we'll call it coin 1 and we'll duplicate it multiple times and let's position it randomly in negative 4 to 4. Similarly, randomly in negative 4 to 4. So as you can see, the coins are scattered everywhere. Now let's test our player. It should work. So the score is increasing and is also showing here 8, 9. We need to add one more. Hmm. Now let's hit play so we can finish the game. 40, 50, 60, 70. Max score reached. So that was it for the project.